Alright, so UFC 304 is this Saturday, and the main event is Leon Edwards versus Belal Muhammad. Leon Edwards seems to be the favorite going in, which is probably the safe pick. I don't think this is a particularly dangerous fight for Leon. On paper, I feel it should be a comfortable decision victory for him. However, I don't think Belal should be completely counted out. A lot of people probably look at their first fight and think Leon is going to completely steamroll Belal Muhammad. And while it was very one-sided, it's hard to judge what's going to happen from less than 2 rounds that didn't even end in a finish. People also forget that Belal took that fight on very short notice. He probably wasn't in peak condition, and while the fight never got to the later rounds to test his cardio, it's still something to consider. With that said though, I do think there's some things you can take away from their first encounter, which I'll get into later. I think if Belal wants to beat Leon Edwards, he's going to need a very good game plan that plays into what he's best at, grappling. Because if he's going to stand and strike with Leon, he's probably going to get knocked out. And the reason I say this is because Belal really isn't a very clean striker, and he misses a lot. He's not bad, it's obviously gotten him this far, but there's definitely ways Leon Edwards can make him miss, control the distance, and punish him. Looking back at the first fight, you can see this clearly, and it felt like Belal couldn't find any success with landing, unless it was in the clinch. Belal actually has really good clinch fighting. He's always throwing knees and elbows from up close. A lot of this is thanks to his incredible takedown defense and balance. We saw this a lot in his fight against Demian Maia. Despite all the single legs Maia grabbed, he almost never got Belal down. Because of this great awareness of his balance, he has the ability to throw a lot when defending takedowns or looking for his own against the cage. If Belal can pressure Leon and just smother him against the cage, he could definitely have success landing and finding takedowns. Another thing I have to point out from their first fight is the head kick. Leon's head kick is just so fast and hard to see coming, it practically shut down Kamaru Usman's defense in their third fight just from his fear of it happening. And we've seen Belal get hit by it in the past. Yes, he didn't get knocked down, but he was clearly rocked by it. His best bet is to keep a high guard whenever he's at that range from Leon. Belal's used a Muay Thai stance with that high guard before against Stephen Thompson, which could work. The only problem with that is it leaves him very open to get taken down. He didn't have to worry about that against Thompson, but Leon Edwards isn't afraid to take it to the ground. In fact, he was the one shooting the most in their first fight. I think Belal's path to victory is to put a lot of pressure on Leon and control the pace. Keep forward pressure the whole fight and shoot for takedowns against the cage. He can't let Leon get comfortable and control the fight. If he can do this for enough rounds, he'll likely end up winning on points. Because let's be honest, I think everybody believes this fight's going the distance. With that being said, I still think Leon Edwards wins this. I think he's going to pick him apart on the feet and defend the takedowns well enough to still win the rounds. He's fought some of the best grapplers in the division in the past in Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington, and didn't have much of any problems. I don't see Belal Muhammad being too different. That's it. See ya.